What's up, my guys? Today I'll talk about never ever go on a keto diet again, and I'll take you through a chest, biceps, and delts workout. Let's get into the video. Before we get started, for everyone that doesn't know what a keto diet is, it basically just means it's an extremely low carb or no carb diet. And the idea is that you get your body into ketosis, where it basically uses fat as fuel. This diet's main benefit is that you're able to lose weight quickly, at least short term, because since you eat no carbs, your body doesn't store water, and you basically shed a lot of water weight, especially in the short term. That is one of the main benefits. Also, because it is able to regulate your blood sugar now better, since you're not eating carbs anymore, right? You have a more stable appetite. Those are the main benefits I would say on a keto diet. The reason that I wanted to get on keto was because I was watching this one guy named Tiberius. Tiberius had a big ass chest, and was super lean and was like getting bigger and bigger, and he swore by keto. He only did keto. It was like, it's the best thing ever. You're able to gain muscle and stay lean. It's like the best thing ever. So I was like, you know what? Check. I want to gain muscle, stay lean. Perfect, right? What is there to lose? Okay. So I was like, perfect. I'll hop on the keto diet and see what's what. Right. The reason why I'll never do it again is this. First things first is the things you can eat on keto is so limited. Like, it's like what besides, especially like if you look at the fat sources, right? I don't like to eat dairy. I don't like eating avocado. But if you're on keto, it's like the purest fat sources, right? It's like butter, eggs, avocado, oils or whatever, right? But what else is that? It's a really pure fat source. Not many things, right? So it's like on keto, I was forced almost to eat avocado. And if there's no way in real life, I generally despise avocado. I don't like guacamole, no nonsense. I hate it. But on keto, I ate avocado, and I also like eating dairy. And if you know me, I do not eat dairy because dairy makes my skin break out. See my skin right now? It's nice and smooth, right? If I was eating dairy right now, it would be full of pimples. So that's two reasons I don't eat dairy. So I was on keto, so I was eating those things as well. So now I'm eating dairy, I'm eating avocado. So one, I had limited food options. Secondly though, which is actually the biggest reason I didn't do it anymore, is because I started getting a keto rash. If you don't know what a keto rash is, do not look it up. It's not those things where people warn you and you like do it and you don't regret it. Remember back in the day when there was like 2 girls, 1 cup, and everyone said don't watch it, and you watched it and you regretted it? Yeah, the same thing. If you don't know what a keto rash is, do not look it up. But I had a keto rash, and it was the worst thing ever. Right? I had basically a rash everywhere, all over my shoulders and arms, and it was so disgusting. And I would say rash, I mean like proper rash, and it was super itchy. So it's because I guess my body was going through like withdrawals from carbohydrates. I guess that's basically what caused the rash, and that was one thing again. So that led me to also quit it because it was basically affecting my life too much. So the keto rash was also like one of the worst things that happened to me, and obviously this isn't gonna happen to everybody that does keto, but just me personally, I got a keto rash, so I was like, yeah, no thanks. On top of the limited food options and the keto rash, right, your body also has limited glycogen stores, right? Since we said earlier, right, the water weight gets lost, right, and that water also stored in your muscles, so it makes me look super flat. I like looking big and jacked. On keto, I was looking super flat. So my goal of getting like big and lean was like, that was my main priority. And I was getting like scrawny. So it's like, what's the point of this? Like, I'm getting scrawny, muscle looking super flat. What's the point? So I was doing this. Yeah, I was losing weight, but I wasn't looking good to me, right? So I was looking super flat, and I also felt like very like low energy. So I had super low energy, muscles were flat, had a rash. It's like, this is the worst thing ever to me, right? So I was like, why would anyone do this themselves if like there's other options out there? So I was like, yeah, this has never happened to me again. So I'm never gonna go keto again, because to me there was literally too many drawbacks of this diet that didn't make sense to me long term to stick to it. So now the question is, how do I diet down nowadays? I want to lose weight. I have a couple rules I follow when I diet down nowadays. So the one is that I never go below 165 grams of carbs in my diet ever. No matter how much weight I have to lose, I never drop below 165 grams of carbs. I don't care, right? I'd rather have lower fat than have under 165 grams of carbs. That's one of my main rules. Secondly, once I get my calories low of like in the 2K area, I literally just stick it to there and just increase my cardio steadily. So I prefer doing low intensity, steady state cardio because it's just less nerve wracking on my nervous system, right? I don't want to have to recover from my cardio as well. So I do like, incline walks or like on the bicycle. That's all I do. And I just do it increasingly longer the more my diet goes on. The longer my diet goes on, the longer I'll do cardio. And then on top of all that, I will also have weekly refeed days. Not necessarily cheat days, but refeed days especially, because I don't want to look flat. My goal is to lose weight but not look super flat. Obviously naturally I'm low on my carbs, I will start looking a bit more flat, but I don't want to look super flat. So by having these refeed days once a week, I'm able to restore my glycogen stores and keep looking nice and jacked and getting slowly leaner. That's what I like. Obviously having this low fat approach mess up with hormones a little bit, but I never felt this effect in my real life, so I don't really, like people say it's supposed to like mess up with your hormones because having this low fat diet, but I've never had any adverse effects in my day-to-day life by having low fat diets, so I didn't really see what was the big drawback. So to recap, when I diet down, locking my carbs at 165 grams each day, I will have increasingly more cardio and I will have weekly refeed days. That's all I do when I diet down to keep me looking still big while I'm losing weight, mainly fat. I would never do keto again because to me the drawbacks are just simply too big. Like, why would I do this if I have why would I go through the rashes and the limited food options and eating avocado when I don't have to do it to myself, right? So I prefer to do it my way, where I just fix my carbs, increase my cardio, and have refeeds, than to eat avocado every day and have to figure out how to mix in more oil in my diet, all that kind of stuff, and start eating dairy and have breakouts for no reason. No thanks. So I'd rather keep it to my own diet where I have the carbs fixed, lower fats, and protein probably the same, and just do more cardio. So I'd rather do more cardio than eat less than 2,000 calories in a day. That's my personal opinion. So that's what I do, all right? That's it for the video, my boys. If you want to give it a try, do it. If not, good luck with keto, I guess. I don't know. All right, that's it though. If you have any questions, leave them below. And like always, like, comment, subscribe, and flex check.